Cooped up in the crib, script the verse, torch my corpse in a bit. Head splintered, mind shattered, I can barely recall the last time I felt my imminent death near pierced. Dispersed, troublesome tides rise, my eyes glaze till better days and shade severing these bitter ties. Lies covering truths lay bare, views is relative based on your perspective and beliefs. Only itching for extended non-physical sight, food for thought, rules and art to serve as a lesson of my progression. Taking it a day at a time, tranquil at last, sobriety stricken within my flash. Stare at the sky, basking in the beauty of the present.
Hi.
We on.
Yo, we're on a rooftop at God knows where. Shout out Magz FM for the interview. Damn, really helped me out with this. So you asked me what inspired the song. So with Shade, it was just, I just had a lot going on personally. So I hadn't even released anything, and I feel like that song kind of encapsulates each and every single feeling I had throughout that time of the year. Like, it pretty much captures the entirety of like the whole year. So I put all of that into one song, and it was actually the only song I released that year. I made a whole lot of stuff, but that was definitely like the key song for that year. With the process itself, it's evolved a lot now. It's not as quick and I guess spontaneous as it used to be. Like before, I used to kind of just think of like one thing, and then the whole song would just kind of write itself, and it would take maybe plus minus 30-45 minutes to like finish the song. But it's gotten a lot more intricate now, since music is also kind of getting a lot more mindful, I'd say. So the process now is a lot slower, and it requires a lot more thinking. So it can take anything between a couple of days, sometimes even a couple of months to like finish a song, depending. And how I get from like, the beginning to the end is, most of the time it's like the beat. The beat will tell me usually like what I should say in the song. That, I don't know, I wasn't really like into the idea of becoming a rapper at first. I mean, I was just listening to a lot of music, but then I hadn't like really gotten into it until about, I think like 2012, when I met like an older friend of mine, and he put me onto like hip hop properly for the first time. And it was just cool listening to it. But it wasn't until like I got to high school, in grade 8, that was 2014, that's when I really was like, okay, maybe I should give it a try. So I started with, I would take songs I already knew the lyrics to, and I would try to like change one lyric at a time, and then just like a couple lyrics more. Then it evolved until I got to like grade 10, and then it was like, started writing like full songs. So I was writing a lot of stuff, but I wasn't recording anything because I didn't have any equipment at the time. So I wrote like a crap load of songs, and I was doing like mad freestyles. And then only at the end of high school I recorded like my first song, Lame Villains. I think it's still on my SoundCloud. Where am I from? Well, I mean, I'm from JoBurg. We're in JoBurg right now. We're in the city, but I'm not from like here specifically. I'm from like the East End. Oh, of course, you don't know where that is. The East. We'll just make it easy and just say I'm from JoBurg. Not really. I wouldn't really say there's much of a community. It's more like everyone's kind of in their own little bubble, and we kind of bump into each other at times, and we know each other. But I wouldn't say the community part of like that is like relevant. It feels more just like we're all just in one place, but there's not much community involvement. And I don't think personally there's a lot of talent where I'm from. But like over the course of time, I've like jumped from place to place. Like I've been here in JoBurg, and I've met a few people from just around JoBurg. They make some pretty cool stuff. They make some really, really cool stuff. So amazing. I went to Cape Town as well. It's like a lot of talent in Cape Town. So yeah, I just tend to find talent more in places I've never been as opposed to like where I'm from. You know, every single talented person I've discovered is not really from JoBurg. They're from somewhere else, and then they just, you know, end up here. And yeah, that's all I can really say about that.